just what it looked like AJ was to his country. But the moment Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, all of that changed overnight. Because now we're hearing AJ say things that we've never heard him say before. He's openly talking about the hate that he gets from fans. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and quote exactly what he had to say to Men's Health magazine. Quote, "I think that it's hard to ignore it. I'm not going to lie and say that I don't pay attention to any of that, because it's impossible not to see it." He's talking about the hate he receives. AJ, he continues by saying, "I started my social media on my own, and even though it has turned into a business page, I still handle a lot of it myself." So that's pretty much the gist of what he said. He continues by saying, it's okay to have haters as long as you don't believe what the haters are saying. You should use that as motivation, and that's exactly what he said he's doing. He said it motivates him to prove the doubters wrong. Clearly,
those are the words of Dante's Boxing Nation in regards of Anthony Joshua. And me counterpunching this particular segment of this video, he said that Anthony Joshua is losing fans, is losing credibility, is getting hate from fans the minute Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. In other words, the moment Tyson Fury beat Wilder, everyone jumped on Fury's team because of that. Absolutely wrong. He can't be any more wrong than that. The OG Dante has to be counterpunched, because the hate did not come from the win of Tyson Fury. In fact, that fired up both of the popularity of both fighters. Why? Because they're both British. So the idea of Tyson Fury taking the belt from Deontay Wilder with all the failed attempts that they had, throughout the years, that showed you that these guys probably won't get into the ring because of so many failed attempts, right? So the moment Tyson Fury beat Joshua, it became that more likely that this fight will happen. That's why people were so happy, But the hate Anthony Joshua received was when a black man by the name of George Floyd was choked to death on camera in front of millions of people. Hell, it was damn near live. But everybody could see it worldwide, and it got the attention to the UK especially. Now, there is a large Caribbean and African community there, and there is a unit of Black Lives Matter there. Anthony Joshua was at a Black Lives Matter rally, and he said some things that a lot of people, his fans, thought that he shouldn't have said. Why? Because Anthony Joshua is the guy, he's an all-around British role model. He has Under Armour, Hummer, Beats by Drake, so many different endorsements, right? So I think to his fans, they felt he did not have to take the stand that he took. But again, I think a lot of his fans thought that he was a guy that was going to take the political route and not say anything because he really didn't have to. But that just shows you that's what integrity is. Doing something that you don't have to do. He took the initiative, and said something that was on his heart for his people because he felt that it was wrong. And then a lot of people became defensive for some strange reason. And then that's where the hate came from. Counterpunch. It wasn't because Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder didn't have anything to do with that. The gist of the matter was Wilder and Joshua and a lot of other people spoke out against that. And that might have been a problem because Deontay Wilder has a lot of hate in the UK. We know that. They don't like his attitude. They don't like his personality. A lot of things they don't like. And for some parts, I can understand some of those reasons. But it sheds a whole new light on the fact that if Deontay Wilder can say something that Anthony Joshua also agrees with, it's almost like, why are you agreeing with that guy? That guy's your enemy. That guy is your competition. You know what I mean? Don't agree with the same things that with a guy that we don't like, or we can't stand, or we hate, or whatever, right? That's where that's coming from. Let's move forward.
Hearing AJ say things like, man, I mean, it's just so much of it, it's impossible to ignore it. He's saying, where is all of this hate coming from? And a simple answer to that question, AJ, is welcome to the coincidental list. Because, guys, I've been paying attention to the shift. And I notice, even when you look at comments online, whenever there is a discussion about Anthony Joshua, or at least involves Anthony Joshua, what you'll notice is there's no longer anyone defending or supporting Anthony Joshua. And I'm mainly talking about fans from Anthony Joshua's own country.
Okay, now, Dante's Boxing Nation said that there's no one defending Anthony Joshua from his own country. A lot of these people are from his own country. Well, this is this is what I feel happened with that. He doesn't see that because Dante's Boxing Nation is a pro-Wilder channel with a lot of pro-black views. And if a lot of your content is anti-Joshua, you're not going to have fans of Joshua. Okay? So the people probably from the UK, they like your content and they watch your content for a particular reason. So they might agree with what you're saying. So if that's the case, they would be the ones that's talking and all the hate that's coming from, and you would see it because that's your platform. That's your universe. That's your channel. Okay, and on your channel, you're more than likely, you're going to have people that don't like Anthony Joshua because that's not an Anthony Joshua a fan-friendly channel. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. So in his perception, in his world, he sees all these people. When I'm from the UK, I don't like Anthony Joshua, and this, that, and the other. But if they like your channel, I can see why they don't like Anthony Joshua. Okay, now I did hear some hate on my channel, but I also seen people defending Anthony Joshua as well. So it wasn't like I see nobody defending Anthony Joshua and the people are not even taking up for him no more. Like he's losing so much credibility. He might be on your platform because your platform doesn't favor Anthony Joshua. Counterpunch. Let's move on.
No one is in the comment section passionately defending Anthony Joshua the same way Canelo Alvarez fans will defend him no matter what he does. The same way Tyson Fury fans will defend him no matter what he does. If he cheats in the ring, if he pays off farmers to lie about PED tests that he failed, etc., etc., etc.
There they go. There they go. Every time I talk about real life, somebody got to pull a lie out their ass. That's they one. That's they one. Let me tell you something for all. Tyson Fury was good, but compared to Mike Tyson, Deontay Wilder ain't shit. But no. Slick, I knew they were going to throw that in there. I know they were going to tie that in, people. I knew they were going to tie that in. Why? Because they were saying Tyson Fury's fans are more loyal like Canelo's fans. And now I do agree with him with Canelo fans because the dude can do any damn thing and they will have his back. He can fight bum after bum, rehydration clauses, people we never heard of. You know what I mean? Wicked, stupid decisions on fight scores. All that. They're going to support Canelo. So he's right about that. But Tyson Fury, I'm not really so sure about because I think Fury has received a lot of fans because he was able to beat the man that a lot of people, again, in the UK can't stand. And that's Deontay Wilder, right? So he was able to do that on top of Anthony Joshua's quote-unquote controversial statements that he made. And I think a lot of people jumped ship, again, because of that. Okay, but as far as Tyson Fury doing all that, this, that, and the other, I've already did countless videos on that. This is not the video for that. Okay, but I knew they would tie that in there with the allegations and accusations and all those other TIONs, right? But anyway, let's see.
No one is defending Anthony Joshua or even rooting for him. So
again, he's saying no one, he sees that. what he sees from his channel are people that don't rally with Anthony Joshua anyway, so you wouldn't hear that at all. You're not going to hear people rallying on Dante's Boxing Nation for Anthony Joshua. Okay? It's not that type of channel. It's not a 50-50 split channel. It's a channel that was pro Mayweather, that now is pro Wilder. You know what I mean? They say a lot pro PBC a lot of times. So a lot of channels are really formed around tribalism. And Dante's Boxing Nation, now he covers a lot of things now, don't get me wrong. But if you are going to have to rate his channel and most of his content, it's mostly Fox PBC, ridiculing ESPN. He really doesn't talk too much about DAZN as much as someone like Boxing Ego, but mostly pro Wilder, formerly pro Mayweather, PBC Fox, lovers. You know, that's the channel, that's the networks that they cater mostly to. But anyway, that's my take on Dante's Boxing Nation's video about Anthony Joshua not getting the love and getting the hate now that all of a sudden that he's getting. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.